Hi, my name is Ryan Jensen, and welcome to my Indigenous Peoples Term Project presentation. The Indigenous peoples I've chosen to research about is the Sami First Nations peoples. My first learning outcome is the students will understand and learn about who the Sami people are, their location, population, language, and education. Who are the Sami people? The Sami are Indigenous peoples of Northern Europe. The word Sami may originate from a Proto-Finnish origin and may mean land. The Sami are also known as Laps and Laplanders, but they are preferred the name Sami. Where do the Sami people live and how many are there? Well, the Sami peoples are currently spread out over 4 different countries, which include Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia's Kola Peninsula. Um, Currently, it has been estimated that there's 69,500 Sami peoples. There's 40,000 living in Norway, 20,000 living in Sweden, 7,500 living in Finland, and 2,000 living in Russia. What language do the Sami people speak? There isn't a single language. There is more than 10 different languages that are spoken by the Sami. The 10 different languages are related, but not similar enough to be able to understand all of them by learning one. The Sami language is unique to them, and many of the words are related to animals and environment. Educations and challenges. Within the Sami culture, there used to be laws that prohibited the Sami languages in schools. The Sami children in Russia are usually taken away from their families and sent to the school at the age of 2. They aren't allowed to return to the home until the age of 15. Leaving for this period of time is considered a rite of passage for most Sami children. Although this is a custom, it is endangering the Sami culture because the children are taught absolutely nothing of their heritage until they return home. My second learning outcome is the students will be given a brief outcome or overview of the distinctive traditions of the Sami culture, which is reindeer herding, religion, spirituality, clothing, and singing, and their singing styles. Reindeer herding. The Sami people lived and worked in so-called citadai, which are reindeer herding groups. Reindeer were used for transportation, milk, and meat production. Borders herding reindeer are currently present in Sweden, Norway, and Finland. The rights to own reindeer, which includes the right to a reindeer earmark, which requires that a person is a Sami and themselves, their parents, or their grandparents have or had reindeer herding as their primary occupation. A little bit more on the reindeer herding. The Sami were at one time a nomadic peoples as they herded reindeer to various parts of the land. The reindeer were extremely important as they provided transportation, milk, meat, hides for their shelter, clothing, footwear, and bags. Furthermore, their bones and antlers were used for cooking, utensils, knives, tools, and other implements. Reindeer husbandry, which is the Samis have special rights to lands in the Nordic region for herding the reindeer due to cross-border reindeer grazing lands. The amount of reindeer a family owns signifies their wealth. The religion of the Sami peoples. Traditional Sami religion believes in both living beings and inanimate objects such as trees. Priests or shamans, which are called, excuse my pronunciation, but Nodida, acted as intermediary between the spiritual and material worlds. Over the course of the time, all the Sami converted to Christianity. In today's society, a majority of the Sami people practice the dominant Luther religion of the Nordic countries in which they live in. The cultures of the Sami people. So typically with Sami people's weddings, both the groom and bride wear quite colorful, as you can see in the photo, quite colorful traditional embroidered reindeer skin costumes. Their spiritual practice was based on shamanism, which is a polytheistic animism and varied from tribe to tribe. The Sami have a distinctive singing style that is known as yokik and is sung as capella, which means without music. Traditional clothing of the Sami people. Traditional Sami dress, which is called a gaktika, is very important, symbolizes connection with ceremonies, occasions such as funerals and weddings, and many more. The Gaktuka varies between different areas in Sami, and the cut is different depending on the sex of the owner. Majority of the Gaktuk production is made at the Sami people's homes. Materials are derived from reindeer and other fur-bearing animals. Both clothes and shoes are made from fur, skins, and tendons. My third learning outcome is the students will learn about the ongoing challenges of the Sami people, as well as some of the traditions. Current social issues the Sami people are that are facing. They've been given the rights to ownership of the land and territories. There are competing claims on the lands where the Sami people lives, so they're fighting with different oil companies. It is very difficult for the Sami peoples to be able to maintain their cultures, traditional ideologies, and ways of life. This is mainly due to because as the Sami people's history is altered because of the times of change of Western civilization. So majority of the current living Sami peoples are living in cities, which therefore derives them from practicing their spirituality, their traditional cultures, and anything that they believe in. The constant struggle to gain recognition to lands and territories. Then and now, the Sami peoples. The Sami used to be more dependent on women to make clothing and to take care of the family. Now they buy clothes. Women are less dominant in the Sami society. Today, the Sami still use teepees when following the reindeer herds in the Nordic tundra. There is an estimated 70,000 Sami who still reindeer herd. Herd reindeer. The Sami have created 3 parliaments that fall in 3 different countries to settle disputes over land and cross-border issues. Present day of the Sami people. Many Sami people today are still practicing many of their traditions but live in cities. On February 6th is a national holiday which originated in February 6th, 1917, where the first Sami Congress was originated, and excuse my pronunciation, Trondheim. There is not one governing body for the Sami. However, there are Sami parliaments in Finland, Norway, and Sweden. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for listening.